Oh, yeah. The alternative VPN is a feature of Duo called the Duo Network Gateway. So that is, again, not to go too far into the weeds, you'd put a server in your demilitarized zone, your DMZ off your firewall, and you would access that server and that proxies to your web application on the inside. Now, this pertains to HTTP and HTTPS applications and SSH applications at this time. So, not for other type of applications. So it won't allow you to gain, let's say, outright file access or, do some of your other non-web applications or non-SSH applications. But from the perspective of the user, if you do it right, you just put in a URL. Like if it's a web app, you just put in the URL and they don't even know what's going on, other than all of a sudden they're prompted for their credentials and two-factor authentication. So it's very transparent and very kind of slick if how it works and secure. So nowadays VPN is SSH or SSL anyway. So it's kind of the same method of getting through. It's just handled a different way. It's not any more or less secure.
Yeah, I think the MTLS component is really crucial. If you look at Zero Trust, from the early days of Zero Trust, right, when it was called deperimeterization back to the Jericho forums, the idea was, what are we going to do when more resources are outside of our network than inside? How are we going to rethink security? And we touched on, Jason highlighted a couple of the key principles of Zero Trust, which is strong user identity and authentication, strong device identity and authentication, using those two as a pair to make policy decisions. Another component of that, another key principle, is that every single connection should be treated as if it was external, should be encrypted, should be verified, should be monitored, should be hardened. That can be difficult given how much stuff we may have built internally. If you want to read those principles and look at that, I'd point you over to the NIST standard 800-207 that came out last year. We gave some feedback on that, and it's a really good standard. But in terms of providing that access, yeah, the DNG is a really good way to provide proxy access to those web applications. And then as you're authenticating and accessing them, all those other Zero Trust principles come into play to make sure that really is the person we think they are, that they're coming from a safe spot, to de-risk that connection.